What is going on, everybody? It is one of them live streams that is kind of late. Um, but I wanted to go ahead and get this on here and published, uh, available to you guys. Um, Even though I might have covered this before, you're going to see me do that, with different things more than once for sure, because sometimes people don't know you did a video or did a stream. So I just do them again and either add something to it, take something away, whatever it might be. Um, I do not have chat available at the moment, but this is more just to put it out there. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to record it and edit and all that. I'm just going to do it live. If you are listening, I appreciate it, or watching. Again, I don't have my chat in front of me. I apologize. But I'm wanting to play something as well. So, and this is going to talk about some of the similar stuff. Uh, you know, the thing about online cyberbullying is you can actually prevent it. And I know it's kind of, might sound kind of silly, but it's because of the things that we do online as well that can also cause us to fall into the online cyberbullying, right? We don't think about it that way. We don't think about some of the ways that they're able to get on there and harass us and all that. So I've got a few things that I'm going to talk about. Some things that might help you. Maybe you've already considered this. If so, that's good. If not, then maybe this will help you. Make sure you share this, put it out there on Facebook, Twitter, wherever, just to try to help someone else out that, might be less prepared online. So before I play the video that I'm going to let you guys hear, just the audio of it, but it's another YouTuber, but she was very close on some of the things I talk about as well. And with that said, the first thing to think about is privacy, your privacy online. Now, again, we don't always think about every little thing that we do online, but if you do it online, there's never a guarantee that, everything is just private right off the bat. Sometimes you got to do things to make sure of it, like with Facebook or something like that, or, go into your settings, check your privacy settings. Because if it's just public, anything that you post, Google will pick it up, right? So if you did a post, say the title was, I bought a new mansion. Well, if someone's looking through Google under new mansion, there's a chance that they're going to find your post on Google, even though it's on Facebook, right? So everything you do, make sure you always check your privacy settings. Always check it. It never hurts. Never hurts. I'm bad at that too. I used to just go online and, do whatever and not worry about it. A lot of people was that way, but you just can't do that anymore. You got to be careful of everything you do online. If you go online and you put it online, don't expect that to always be 100% private, because it might not be. Especially, with some of your different social sites. That's how a lot of advertisers and stuff end up getting ads coming at you, because they see what you do and they latch onto that. Next thing you know, you're getting ads put up in front of you of things that you like, and you're like, oh, I want to buy that or whatever. Well, yeah, but that's a little different, but the same idea. When it comes to marketing, it's a hell of a marketing strategy, I'll tell you that. But yeah, so always check your privacy, okay? Your settings and all that stuff. Always keep up with that. All right. Very important. Um, the next thing is Facebook. You ever noticed how much stuff people put on their Facebook? Every little thing that goes on, they are on there and they are posting. I mean, I don't do that. I don't put on there, I got to go to the bathroom, you guys. So I went to the bathroom and man, you would not believe how much I went. It was just incredible. uh, Seriously, some people put a lot of stuff out there, right? So, be careful what you put, be careful how you put things, because they're good at turning things around. Technology is a wonderful thing, but at the same time, if you're not careful, it can be a crappy thing. But don't worry, if you've already been through this or you're going through this, I've got something that's going to kind of make you feel a little bit better, and it's going to help you out a little bit. The third thing I wanted to talk about is something that is to your advantage if you are being cyberbullied, if you are being bullied online.
YouTube.
Whether
Now.
it's
Red circle. Watch it now.
YouTube,
Wolfed in. Late night stream. Attachment.
Wherever it might be, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, any of that stuff. Something that, a lot of times it doesn't get thought about, but those bullies are creating you a nice little paper trail. Keep a hold of it, because trust me, it will help you. It will. I know that for a fact. It will help you. Like I was telling one of my buddies that's an officer, because like I said, I was getting a lot of it there for a while, and the person just wouldn't stop. And my buddy's like, "Don't worry about it. You're saving all this stuff. You're screenshotting it. We got everything. They left you a paper trail." And so, just remember, you kind of got that to your advantage. Let them know, look, I'm telling you to stop, or, I'm going to take this stuff and I'm going to have something done about it. Right. So just kind of try to keep a record of that stuff, not really read it and pay attention to it. But if it's bothering you that much and you want to do something about it, that's the way to do something about it. Because, it shouldn't happen at all, but there's always that line that's drawn. And sometimes, they like to go across that line and push, antagonize, all this stuff. So just think about that, and if you are going through it, try that out, because it might help you. It's when, if you're going to sit there and read this stuff, and it's going to bother you, and they're going to keep on doing it, which I always say, don't read it. Don't let it bother you. But if you're going to, then you might as well do something about it. If they're not stopping and they just keep on going further and further, you very easily can go to the cops, and they can definitely do something about it. Okay? So don't think that they can't, because they definitely can. That's up to you, what you do with it. But if it's really starting to affect your life or your online business or projects that you got going, go to the cops and get, the process started, because there's things that can be done. Let's have a listen here to what I got from this other YouTuber. Now, she's really good, and she, makes a lot of sense. She talked about a few things that I even said, and then we'll talk more here in a minute. While we're listening to it, I will mute my big mouth so you can hear her. So let me mute me like this. That way, when I start, you're not hearing me. See? All right, hold on. Here we go. Come on.
12:39 a.m. Try again. 12:40 a.m. Video. How to beat 0. Previous. Play. Previous. More. Play. Button. Play.
Hi, Wellcasters.
Pause.
Last
Button.
week, we started talking about bullies. Those grizzly bears that seem to think that
I
they're
hear
allowed
it
to
is.
make you feel unsafe and uncomfortable. We showed you some ways to deal with those grizzlies.
She's really good.
From playing dead to traveling in packs. But what if the bears could follow you, worming their way through the series of wires that now make up such a huge part of our lives? Today on Wellcast, we're taking a look at cyberbullying. In many ways, cyberbullying can be much scarier than physical bullying, and much harder to escape too. But that is okay, because your Wellcast army has returned to back you up. We're going to teach
YouTube.
you a
Now,
four-step
new from
method
Stephanie
for
Cardinal.
escaping the
Name that song
clutches
challenge
of
number 182.
cyberbullies.
Attachment.
Are you ready? Unsurprisingly, cyberbullying
Voiceover off.
is extremely detrimental to your health. The Journal of Adolescent Health found that cyberbullying victims are more likely to become depressed than targets of traditional bullying. And cyberbullies don't really have much in the way of motives either. With bullying, there's normally an imbalance of power. But you don't need to be powerful to harass someone online. You just need the internet. According to the American Counseling Association, 40% of cyberbullies engage in online aggression just for fun. Okay, it doesn't really help to know that someone who's constantly harassing you over Facebook has no reason to do so, but you should take comfort in the fact that it does have very little to do with you and everything to do with the bully's own super weird issues. You can't fight those issues. What you can do is learn how to avoid cyberbullying when possible and extract yourself from the situation when it's too late to avoid it. It's time for our 4-step method. Pause and print this Wellcast worksheet. Step 1. Privacy is prevention. Take a second to go through any
Voiceover on.
place you store
Portrait.
data about
YouTube.
yourself online
Video player.
and
Heading.
make sure the privacy settings are airtight. Google your name. See what
Charlie
comes
Ra-
up.
to catch a predator
Make
Hansen
sure
V.
your
Pause.
Facebook settings
Next. Pause.
don't give out
Button.
your email address or phone number. Step 2. When bullied, don't respond and don't retaliate. This is a ridiculously hard rule to follow because, hey, you're getting sent awful things, and the first thing you want to do is fire back.
Play.
Okay, I'm going to pause that for a second, because it's a very good point. We always want to fire back, don't we? You're just tired of it. You're just completely and just sick of it, and you want to respond. Don't respond, y'all. She is very, very accurate on that for sure. Okay.
But think of it like this, though. Engaging with a bully is like pouring water on a grease fire. It seems like the obvious thing to do at the time because, holy crap, my stovetop is in flames. But water just spreads the fire, and retaliating to a cyberbully just encourages the bully because you're giving him what he wants.
Play.
If you recall, I used that same thing on another one I did, talking about, the whole putting water on a grease fire. It's a good example to use. See, I'm not the only one that uses that.
Step 3, block the bully if possible. What's better than ignoring a bully? Making it impossible for him to contact you. That's what. Try one of the following methods to make it harder for your bully to reach you. If you're on a messaging
Messages now. Next video. Pause.
only contacts on your buddy list can contact you. If this doesn't work, try going invisible or blocking the individual screen names that you know to be dangerous. Screen all
Messages. Previous. Pause. Button.
text messages. If necessary, temporarily suspend your social media pages.
Voiceover off.
Step 4, save the information and tell someone. First and foremost, report the bullying to the service provider because cyberbullying is outlawed in most services. Cyberbullying is also illegal in most states, though some bullies might think they can get away with a lot simply because nobody knows who they are. What they forget is that they're leaving a pretty significant electronic trail. Save any threatening correspondence, email, Facebook, phones, etc., and show it to somebody you trust. This could be a parent, teacher, or friend.
See, guys?
To recap, if you're being cyberbullied, first, make sure your online presence is as private as possible. Don't retaliate, but block the bully from communicating with you as much as you can.
Very important.
And finally, save all information and tell someone you trust about the bullying. If you would like more advice on dealing with bullies.
Okay, so, like I said, she covered pretty much what I was talking about, but I just wanted to show you that, hey, I'm not the only one that's saying this stuff works. It definitely works. I believe it's important, honestly, I think those 4 steps are probably the most important. I really believe that. And you're going to come to find out that once you stop responding and you stop paying attention to it as much, it does get better. I promise. You got to take my word for it if you've not attempted it yet. Okay? Because it does get better. And if you feel like it's gone too far, just never feel like it's stupid to call the cops or to go to the police and talk to them, because it's not. One, this is you being picked on to the extreme limit. You have a right to go and do something about that. And even though some say, well, we got a freedom of speech, we can say whatever we want. Okay, yeah, you can, but not when you start putting other people's names in your mouth and causing them problems online. So they can think that they know the law, but they don't. So don't let them be like, oh, you can't do nothing about it, because that's not true. Not true at all. You can definitely do something about it. And I would like to encourage you to do something about it if you're being picked on that much. Keep your privacy. Don't respond. Block and save that electronic paper
trail. You gonna show them. You gonna show them what it's about. You ain't gonna respond to the fools. Alright? You ain't gonna get all mad. Alright? You gonna show them what's up. Be like, alright then. I warned you. Well, I didn't warn you because I ain't responding to you. But you don't know it's coming because, I kind of just said in general that if these people keep on, I'm going to go to the po-po. Woo, 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 woo. Right? Nobody deserves to be bullied. Now, if the bullies all want to jump in the wrestling ring together and brawl it out,
well, then go ahead and break her on down, buddy. Y'all go ahead and just knuckle up. Do a lot of knuckle busting.
booty bouncing, I don't give a daggone. But that's what you got to do, y'all. Don't let someone that you don't know cause you to be a nervous wreck or hate yourself or any of that BS. Heck no. Hey, look at that. Little Reggie keeping it nice and clean today. Daggone. I'm doing all right. On a serious note, though, y'all.
Bullying is, cyberbullying is no good. Regular bullying is no good. And there are things you can do about it. That's the important thing to know. Nobody deserves it. Nobody. If you go back to the first thing she said, okay? I think that's another key component to all this. I do. Let's see here. Hold on.
Voiceover on. YouTube. Video player. Heading. Collapse. Cast. Add. Share. More. Read. Next video. Full screen. Track position.
Let's go
4 minutes 4 seconds.
all
3,
the way back down here.
20 seconds of 5 minutes
back.
7 seconds.
Let me find it.
Next video. Play. How do I deal with a bully? Video player. Compare. Old storage unit. Video
come
player.
on.
Collect. Car. Add. Share. More action. Previous. Play. Next video. Play. Button. Pause.
Such a huge part of our lives. Today on Wellcast, we're taking a look at
All right.
cyberbullying. In many ways,
There's one important
cyberbullying
part.
can be much scarier than physical bullying and much harder to escape too. But that is okay because your Wellcast army has returned to back you up. We're going to teach you a 4-step method for escaping the
That's what I'm
clutches of
talking about.
cyberbullies.
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Unsurprisingly, cyberbullying is extremely detrimental to your health.
Yes, it
The
is.
Journal of Adolescent Health found that cyberbullying victims are more likely to become depressed than targets of traditional bullying. And cyberbullies don't really have much in the way of motives either.
Now
With
listen.
bullying, there's normally an imbalance of power. But you don't need to be powerful to harass someone online. You just need the internet. According to the American Counseling Association, 40% of cyberbullies engage in online aggression just for fun.
Just for fun.
Okay, it doesn't really help to know that someone who's constantly harassing you over Facebook has no reason to do so, but you should take comfort in the fact that it
Right
does
here.
have very little to do with you and everything to do with the bully's own super weird issues.
Very little to do with you and a lot to do with their very own issues. There are, several studies covering the psych side of bullying. And there is a high percentage number of those that do bully, and it's absolutely nothing to actually do with you. They do it to make themselves feel better or to try and release the anger that's built up inside of them. So it makes them feel better to pour it out to you. So even though they're sitting there and they're saying, "Oh, you're stupid," and "Oh, you're not no good,"
And you're worthless, and you're a bum and all these bad things. Guess what? They're actually mad at themselves. Oh yeah, they are. They ain't gonna admit it, and they might not quit it, but it's all them. 110%. Them.
So just think about that, okay? And hopefully you'll be able to take this, what we shared with you tonight, and apply it to the situation that you might be going through with cyberbullying, okay? These things will work and it will help you. And if you've never tried it or never thought about it, then don't sit back and be like, nah, just another one saying do this, do that. You got to do something. You know, obviously, if it's still bugging you and it's still getting to you and it's still getting under your skin, you've got to do something to make things on your end positive. Just because they hate their life or hate what they went through or whatever it might be, don't let that reflect on you and you feel that way about yourself. You know, I did one of my little short podcast advertising things for raising awareness. And in one of them, I had said that 2 out of 3 victims that are bullied end up becoming a bully themselves. So let me ask you, do you want to become that person? No. So try these little steps out. See if it helps you. Sorry I couldn't do the chat tonight, but I wanted to get this out there. I love every one of you. Please share this on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, wherever. Help us get the name out there. Help us get in more people over here to help us continue to show support together, because that does make a big difference. I've had people, you know, message the lounge, people that I didn't even know listen. And, you know, there's been a few of them that I've read back to you guys. And I've got some more I'm going to read tomorrow that we've helped you guys, that we have helped just because we was up here talking about it. And yes, you guys too, because of you guys chatting when I go live and suggesting different things and coming on panel and talking about different things. We have already began to help people. And it's because of you. You guys are the ones sharing it. You guys are the ones helping us put the name out there. So let's continue to do that, all right? Here at the lounge, we are here for each other. We are here to stand up together, to help those out there that are going through things, to show the victims that they're not alone, that they've got support online, always ready to listen to them vent, listen to their stories, give them information and resources if they need it, because that's what we do. That's who we are. So hopefully these 4 steps will help you out. And if you are being bullied online, use these steps, apply it into your life today, and take action. Until next time, this is John with the Lounge. Hopefully you'll join us on Sundays, 6 p.m. Eastern Time or 7 Eastern Time. We try to go live around that time to chat and to support each other. I'll talk to you guys later on. You guys have a good night.
And don't leave me out, little Reggie. You know what I'm saying? I got y'all back, man. I carry around I carry around a bazooka that shoots raw egg. We'll egg them up. They'll look like a walking egg, you know what I'm saying? They won't have no feathers to be flying away, but they'll be looking like a chicken. A chicken without wings. Of course, they won't be laying no eggs, neither. They might be crapping all over themselves after we hit them in the head with some raw eggs, but you know what I'm saying? It's all gravy, baby, because the biscuit is good. And if you ain't a biscuit, then you could be the gravy. Good. I'm out of here, y'all.